Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of the Blues Talk Weekly. Today, you are joined by TJ and EH.
We're hoping to soon get 100 subscribers on the channel, so please, if you're watching, subscribe if you haven't already.
Without further ado, let's get straight into it. We've got a bit of stuff to cover today.
Okay, well, firstly, we need to talk about the third kit that released pretty recently called Global. I reckon this kit kind of looks like a little bit of licorice, but it still feels like it's a nice kit, and I would wear it to match. So a lot of people have bought it, and it just looks really sick. And I mean, the fact that they're collabing with Undefeated as well is really cool. So just for the fact that it's purposeful and meaningful, I'm giving it like an 8.5 out of 10. What about you, TJ?
Well, it's quite a decent kit, you know. From when I first saw it, it looked quite bland, but now I've seen it quite closer, I actually really like this kit. Honestly, just under the goalkeeper kits, this is my favourite outfield kit. So I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. That's quite short from me. Obviously, Blues played Ipswich for the first game of the season. The first game that we'll be covering. And this goal that was disallowed from Ferrer Hashe, what I think we can all admit was poor refereeing, and Ferrer Hashe should have had the goal. And this is where the foul came from. As you can see, Ferrer Hashe was battling the defender here, number 24, and I don't think this is a foul in my opinion. Look how big the defender is. He's quite big, and Ferrer Hashe is not that tall. So honestly, of course, Ferrer Hashe's got to do that. As a little player, you've got a foul to get the ball. Like, I don't know, for an example, if a shorter player was playing like a really taller player, yeah, the shorter player is going to have to foul the taller player to win the ball in the air. It's just football, though. Like, let's say Erling Haaland, for an example, and Lisandro Martinez. Of course, Lisandro Martinez has got to foul Haaland to win the header. It's just simple as that. But Ethan, what's your personal preference of it?
Well, to be fair, what made it unfair for me was the foul that did not happen after, which involved the same two players, where Kyogo knocked the ball. Well, the defender knocked the ball off Kyogo, and it was just completely unfair because no foul was given, and it was blindsided. It basically summed up the story of the entire game. Blues being unlucky because of poor refereeing. We'll see more on that later.
Yeah.
And I mean them like very later in the Lyndon Dykes situation.
Yeah.
Well, the Blues goal has to be sublime, as it does, doesn't it? It's the first goal of the championship. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Kyogo really should not be playing at this level, so we are very lucky. But Stansfield on that rebound was just brilliant. There's nothing really else I can say for it. You can see in the highlights, we win the ball back. There's nothing really you can do there. But yeah, I feel like now it's time for TJ to talk about it.
Well, yeah, obviously the goalkeeper kicks it out. Yeah, it falls in. It's trying to go to the striker. It's won right back by the Blues. Yeah, until eventually it comes to Ferrer Hashe. He's shot, and I believe it's a dink over the keeper off the post. But thankfully Stansfield is there to turn it home, and not a bad finish from Stansfield. So yeah, good finish. Ipswich got their equaliser late in the game after a Lyndon Dykes handball that most people will say was really, really unfair, a ball to hand. And honestly, me and Ethan couldn't agree more. It just, as we look again here, Dykes is trying to put his hand down, but he just couldn't do it in time, and it's just accidentally hit his hand. And it hasn't changed. The direction hasn't really changed. It was still going the same way, even if it didn't touch his hand. And this is George Hurst's penalty, right down the middle, and it was quite a calm finish. But yeah, what do you think, Ethan?
To be fair, I honestly think that the penalty was really cool, really sublime. I kind of like the way he took it. Just a shot, just made me feel like magnifique. And the pressure he also had on his back, because Blues are title favourites this season. But the Dykes incident, that should have not been allowed. And I feel like if it was even worse, then Chris Davies might even have a grudge against him.
Yeah, definitely, man. Honestly, and but I'm still confident about this season, and as long as we don't have a load of injuries, I don't think anything can go wrong. But another thing I wanted to point out, yeah, the thing that happens, yeah, whenever Blues go a goal up, yeah, we start playing a bit like, like, like,
Calmer, sloppier.
yeah, like we're trying to play past the time by passing the ball around. You know what I'm trying to say, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is how our mistakes come, though. We just do too much messing about, and it just ends up with an equaliser. But yeah, it is what it is, and hopefully we can move past this and get a win over Oxford.
hmm Next up, we have to talk about the Sheffield United game, and the Kyogo goal was pretty good because of the one person, Damari Gray. As you see there, the run that he made to draw back the defender to try and get that weaker ball was a slick run where he showed speed and composition. Then Kyogo has just got that striker's instinct. He's easily going to tap that in.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Teach?
Well, honestly, as a defensive-minded player myself, yeah, I think it's really poor defending from Sheffield United. You've got to be so much more curious when you're playing against quicker players. You've got to be like, oh yeah, we need to play quicker. We can't be like messing about at the back, and that's what the first goals led to. Just poor defending all round, and that just shouldn't happen. It's a really really silly mistake in my opinion. But it's good that Damari Gray gets his first assist back in a Blues top, and Farahashe, of course, getting a goal. And yeah, like I said again, the Sheffield United defence should have done a little bit better, but we'll take it.
Well, then the next goal was a really good goal by Harmer for Sheffield United, who should not be playing at this level. If we're being honest here, Vida was caught off his line. And Harmer's just a great player for Sheffield United. He
Good
comes
player.
up scoring, showing his skill and talent.
Yeah.
A lot more insane. It's just magical. So Teach, you've got something to say about Beadle on his line?
Yeah, honestly, let's be honest with you now. James Beadle's a very tall man, 6'7". I believe so, and as a goalkeeper, I think he should be expecting that in my opinion. Stansfield getting intercepted obviously, and then but at the same time, it's a great chip. The fact he's picked that out, fair play to him. But yeah, there's bits in me that think he should do better, and there's bits in me thinking that it was just a really good goal. Oh, here we've got the winner, the late winner in the 87th minute from Jay Stansfield. As we could see, some great play from Keshi Anderson to Cochrane, well controlled by Willem Willemsen, and he passes it into Jay Stansfield. Absolutely sends the Sheffield United player, and it is a really really good finish. My opinion, yeah, I can't really blame the goalkeeper because it looks like his sight is being blocked by his defender, and that's the worst as a goalkeeper. I should know a lot about that myself because being a keeper, it is the worst when you've got a defender in your way. But Ethan, what about you?
Well, as a more attacking player myself, Stansfield's just so composed. And Williamson really needed that because at the end of last season, his form dipped dramatically.
Yeah, definitely.
So seeing him perform like that.
I don't think it's Willemsen's fault though.
Yeah, I think the problem is if we wanted to discuss players, Williamson last season was slow.
Yeah.
And it just didn't help at all.
Yeah. It's the injury. It's the injury that
yeah. It's probably the injury. But then the recovery he's made is pretty massive, so.
Yeah, it sounds good, man. But the full time 2-1 to the Blues.
Now, obviously, the third and final match that we need to catch up on is Blues v Blackburn, or Blackburn v Blues. Now, Blues had a pretty strong first half, but this Todd Cantwell goal completely ruined it for us and turned the tide on the game.
Mm-hmm.
Annoyingly, it was just a bit of a scramble that the boys in red this time couldn't deal with, and it was just a little unfortunate and upsetting that they couldn't get it out. Either way, there wasn't a defensive error, it was just pure unluckiness in the situation. So, Teeth, what do you think?
Well, yeah. It was quite sloppy defending from Blues, and don't get me wrong, what a strike from Cantwell. Honestly, Allsop stood no chance after that. But as we could see here, I believe it is number 7 for Blackburn. Yeah, he's kind of in the way of Ryan Allsop, but it is not offside because the defence is just about playing him on, and it's just one of them. And it's a good strike from Cantwell as well. Next, yeah, Ethan Laird runs through, gets tripped up by the Blackburn Rovers defender. I think it's a bit clumsy in my opinion. I think he just panics a little bit, and it's just a little flick. Stansfield, cool and calm, right into the bottom left of the goal. Keeper does go the right way, but fortunately for Blues, can't keep it out. It's another good finish from Stansfield. Ethan?
Well, for Blues, they definitely need a confidence booster. As good as Sheffield United game was, they still went behind to a shocking goal like they did in the Ipswich game. And it felt like all their confidence was drained, but then that Stansfield penalty must have brought them some motivation in that game, as he took it clean, calm, composed, like it was a final, but with full concentration.
Yeah. Sounds good, man. And finally, to finish off with the Blackburn game, we've got Lyndon Dykes' goal. What was a great counter-attack from Laird to Iwata. And what a ball all the way to Damari Gray. And Gray just got right in there. And used a bit of strength as well. Played it into Dykes. And Dykes, all he had to do was stick his foot out and put it in. Quite short from me. But anyways, Ethan, what do you think about that?
Honestly, it's a great goal. I feel like the team effort just sparks and everyone had that motivation.
Yeah.
It's a bit like in Football Manager, which TJ would know, where
Yeah.
you need to give your players a little bit of a press conference to perk them up.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just perk up from the get-go and everyone just feels good. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
just brilliant for them. Brilliant.
Yeah, good man, sounds good.
Also, as a new segment, we're going to start doing an FPL podcast a little bit, where we're going to talk a little about our FPL teams for the game week and what we think we should do. So, what our plan is well, we have our own league, which you can get in from this video, which the code is L5FINT, and I have to tell you actually now about the rising and falling of certain players. So I feel like it's important to know this stuff for if you're starting this week. So Semenyo, Akatike and Renya have all gone up.
Yeah.
And it looks like it would probably be a good idea to put in someone like a Ballard, like a striker, or really like a strong player like a Xhaka from Sunderland this game week, if you have a look at the fixtures.
Yeah.
And we hope that you can join this league and play and have fun. But out of us two today, I think it's just been confirmed that I won as of recording, because late on in the Leeds versus Everton game, TJ's captain Tarkowski got a really free hit. So I feel like we've got to talk about that. How do you feel about it?
Yeah. Annoying, man. I haven't seen it, but yeah. But enough talking about FPL though. Please join the league, and we're excited to see you play.
Yeah. Well, we have a few things for you guys to get interactive with the comments with. So firstly, what do you think? Who would you rather? Would you rather Oxlade-Chamberlain in a midfield position that we probably need a bit of depth on, or would you rather Mitrovic as another striker to add to our arsenal? Also in the polls, we want to ask you, what do you think about Bielik leaving, and maybe if you might want to get a replacement? Maybe it could be Ben Davis. Maybe it could, who knows, maybe even be like Connor Bradley or someone like that.
Ooh, that'd
maybe
be good.
even Ashley Young.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Ashley Young.
Here, we want to know what you think.
Yeah, we do. But drop it in the comments below, and yeah, what's your personal opinion on all the transfers, ins and transfer outs for Blues? And there you go, guys. That's the end of episode 4 of the Blues Talk Weekly. Hope you enjoyed. And this is a very long episode, wasn't it, Ethan?
Yeah, it was. We're
Yeah.
probably going to hope to post like twice a week if that's how long it is.
Yeah, twice a week we've decided because there's too much stuff to catch up on, man. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching for about 15 minutes, and don't forget to keep right on. Up the Blues.